time ago sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Let's go. Here you go, boys. Hey, down.
They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Let's go.
Keenum to throw on second down. That's caught left side by Jake Butt. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
53. Down.
Out of the gun, Keenum. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A first carry here for Ty Montgomery. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Play action. It's Keenum. On the crossing route, he hits Demaryius Thomas. A very solid gain of 27.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. First down. Here's the run with Montgomery. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. On second down, here's Keenum. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Hey, let's go. Hey, 52. Take 2. Get hot.
They'll try and run with Booker. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They hand off to the big tight end. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. In for the score. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
His first carry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word, but if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop, because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Watson being chased out left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Hey, yo, let's go, let's go. Hey, boys, got 4 down.
Play action. Now it's Keenum. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
22. They got the high. Right 20.
Throwing is Keenum on 3rd down. Bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And that will set them up in excellent shape. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
All the practice, all the training, all the meetings. In this situation, I know exactly what quarterbacks are taught. Take care of the football. That's job one, paramount. Because you cough it up here, you might be giving up 6 points real easy.
Tip of the cap to the defense, though, forcing the fumble. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They're looking at a first and goal from about the 9. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a second and goal situation. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? They'll try to run with Hines. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Nyheim Hines with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And an alley to run. And terrific field position here as they finally get him just shy of the midfield stripe.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up first and 10. The drive begins with a handoff to West. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, 52.
On the ground, it's West again. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Jerry Hughes on the stop. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out.
Let's go, let's go. Roger.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. And now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And some room to work. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
Love the run right there. And when you analyzed him coming out of college, when you tried to put a grade on him, you saw the flashes while he was in school, but you didn't see the full production. You didn't see the finished product. He's a little bit raw, but you can see why people liked it. Those types of runs make you think there's plenty more there, and we'll see if that continues for him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. Now a first down carry by Bell. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here's Hines on the toss play. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Now it's Watson. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. So the Broncos coming out now and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
This is going to be caught by Cortland Sutton, the rookie from SMU. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here goes the hot. 20 hands down.
Watch the shit. Jim.
3, hot. Hey, yo, let's go. Hey, 52, right?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Roger.
On second down, here's Keenum. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now it's Keenum. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
To go here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. Here's Watson now on second down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have a third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of try for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Keenum going to throw. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney. And the Steelers signal for another timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Hey, yo, it's yo, it's yo. Roger, Roger, Roger. Hey, go, Roger. Watch 98, watch 98, 98's Mike. Hey, Mike's right. Here goes the run.
From the gun, it's Keenum. He's got Curse. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out.
Down.
On first down, Keenum. Looking deep for DeMary. That's caught at the 25. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
22. Down.
Keenum now on first down. That's caught by Montgomery. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. Back back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Keenum now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Roger.
From the red zone, it's Keenum. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, orange!
Keenum again here on 2nd and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They come up in an offset eye. On 3rd down, it's West, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And McManus able to put it through. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, wide open, complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. And he puts it through. Boswell on now to kick this one away. On the return, it's McKenzie. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 1st and 10, Keenum. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Watch it now, Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little He did get a couple up to the 49.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The first throw for the backup Lynch. Forced out to his left. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Very left, very left. Hard. Nice, 52.
On first down, it's Keenum. Flush to his right. Caught by Montgomery. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 5 at the 4. They give him a gain of 37.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. No, Roger. 22. Hey, go, Roger.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to pound it in with West. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jermaine Kearse, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point from McManus is good. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Tiger.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. To throw on second is Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
And the Steelers on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and a mile. Faking the give. Now Watson. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throwing now is Keenum. Flushed out right. And he'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you've got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now Keenum. Buying time was left, and he'll get it down here to the 43. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Stand down. Hey, go Rodgers. Hey, orange.
Keenum going to try and throw on 3rd down. And this is caught by Curse. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Let's go.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Open space inside the 10, and he gets it all the way down to the 3. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Welcome back now to Denver. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Keenum. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
On 3rd down, that's West. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. So here now is Brandon McManus in a big spot. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And McManus able to put it through. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. Just keeping the play alive. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Hines. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Off of play action, it's Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
They start on the ground with Wells. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Tackle made there by Cody Sensabaugh. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Hey, orange, orange! Orange, orange! Hey, go high! Hey, 20! Hey, 52, right?
Now Keenum throwing on second. The former Buckeye, Cameron Hayward. And it'll be a third and about 13.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1 yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
Back to throw, Keenum. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Nyheim Hines, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go, let's go!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Carry left, carry left. Roger, roger, roger. Hard. Hey, Mike's right.
He's back to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. This is where you learn a lot about rookie quarterbacks. How can they run that 2-minute drill? We're about to find out.
Yeah, and for them, it's not just proving it to guys like you and me watching the game and trying to beat a defense. It's proving it to their teammates that they can have the confidence in them when they line up in these situations.
Down, down. 22. 22. Hey, take 53, 55.
Back to throw. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. On the NFL scoreboard there in the 4th now in Carson. Chargers have scored again, so they are really opening it up. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Hey, yo, let's go, let's go. Roger, Roger, Roger. 22. 22.
Back to throw. Finds Jake Butt over the middle. Pushing through tacklers at the 30. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
I know it was a completion, but probably not the best decision to throw the ball to the middle of the field here. No timeouts. Give a ton of credit to him making the catch and finding a way to get to the sideline and get out of bounds.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jerry Hughes in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
22. 22.
Now Keenum. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Throwing is Keenum. Flush to his right. Complete out right to Kurz. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Keenum got to have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10. Back to the 33. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Pittsburgh, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Denver, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everyone, as we say so long from Denver.